The Lahore Fort. Looming large over the cityscape of Punjab's provincial capital is the Lahore Fort, a historical arena of epic proportions. The UNESCO World Heritage Site serves as a true reflection of Mughal sophistication in culture, art, and architecture. Located within Lahore's historical walled city, the monuments which survive within its boundaries comprise an outstanding repertory of various forms of Mughal architecture. Picture Wall of Lahore Fort. The Lahore Fort picture wall is one of the principal features of the fort. It is about 450 meters, 1,450 feet long, with an average height of 16 meters, 52 feet, and is considered a marvel for its spectacular compositions of glazed tiles, mosaics, and frescoes depicting hunting scenes, polo games, elephant fights, and winged creatures along its entire length, subdivided into 116 panels. The wall has the distinction of being the largest mosaic mural in the world. BURJ Gate. The magnificent BURJ Gate, built by Shah Jahan in 1631-32 AD, is the most imposing and artistically refined gate of the Shah Jahan period, and was used exclusively by royalty. The outer archway is entirely covered in fine tiles mosaic work. Hathi Pair, Elephant Path. Built by the Emperor Shah Jahan in 1631 and 32, the path was used by the royal family as the road into the palace on elephants. The staircase comprises of 58 steps constructed with small bricks and lime plaster. The western wall has alcoves around it where royal guards would stand to announce the movement of royalty. Summer Palace. The Summer Palace was built by Shah Jahan as a summer house for the royal family. The astonishing feature of the palace is its ventilation systems, which ensure that the place remains cool during the scorching summer heat and warm during the freezing winter. It also served as a secret escape route for the royal family from which they could make their way out of the fort through 13 escape routes. DARA, building with 8 arches. The DARA was built by Maharaja Ranjit Singh to serve as an audience pavilion where he met important court officials and brokered deals. The frescoes on the north wall relating to the legend of Krishna are the works of a painter of Ranjit Singh's court. Naulakha Pavilion. The Naulakha Pavilion is a white marble personal chamber located inside the Sheesh Mahal courtyard. Its exquisite workmanship and marble inlaid with delicate pietra dura work is a signature of the Shah Jahan period. When it was built in 1633 by Emperor Shah Jahan, it cost around 9 lakh rupees, an exorbitant amount at its time. Hence the name Naulakha. The pavilion provides a panoramic view of the walled city of Lahore. Sheesh Mahal, the fort house, one of the most unique and profusely decorated mirror palaces in the world, the Sheesh Mahal. There are traces indicating that the chambers were originally decorated with gilding and fresco paintings. Shah Jahan's Quadrangle. Shah Jahan's Quadrangle appears to be the most private part of the fort complex. It is thought to have originally been part of the palace system built for Jahangir in 1620 and 21. The Shah Jahan period additions to this courtyard are the Khwabgah Shah Jahani, a suite of rooms consisting of 5 spacious chambers, built in 1631 AD, and the Diwan-e Khas. Diwan-e Khas, Hall of Private and Special Audience. It is an arcade pavilion built completely in chased marble by Wazir Khan for Emperor Shah Jahan in 1645 AD, where private audiences were granted. It is a graceful arched pavilion with its parapet embellished with inlay work. During the British period, the building was converted into a chapel. Jahangir's Khwabgah. The central pavilion in the quadrangle, known as the Badi Khwabgah, was Jahangir's sleeping chamber and was heavily remolded during the British period. Since 1962, it has served as a museum called the Mughal Gallery, displaying various artifacts of the Mughal era, including manuscripts, coins, miniature paintings, some specimens of Persian and Arabic calligraphy, as well as an ivory miniature model of the Taj Mahal. DARA. The DARA is a three-door building containing, in addition to the usual Mughal floral and geometric decorative friezes, some remarkable frescoes carried out in a European style depicting Christian religious figures with exquisite birds and flowers of Jahangiri era. This building is said to have been built or used as a Christian chapel. Khadak Singh Haveli. Maharaja Khadak Singh was the eldest son of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, a Sikh ruler of the Punjab and the Sikh Empire. Born in Lahore, 1801, this building served as his living chamber. The interior structure is typical of Sikh architecture, depicting fresco work on the walls and ceilings. The ground floor of Khadak Singh Haveli currently houses the Archaeological Library, a remarkable storehouse of antiquarian books. Akbari Hammam. This structure, which was part of Akbar's palace, is identified by its red sandstone and lime plaster building materials. The layout of the royal bath is similar to that of Shahi Hammam and features proper water and steam channels inside the bath. Akbari Gate. The royal gate on the eastern side of the Lahore Fort is also called Akbari. It was built by the third Mughal emperor Akbar the Great. For 100 years, it was a single main ceremonial entrance to the fort. Although the edifice is monumental and impressive, it is more conspicuous for its military and defensive value. In the many upheavals during the decline of the Mughal Empire, the gate appears to have seen military action, including the use of its ramparts and hot oil chutes. Diwan-e-Aam, Hall of Public Audience. The Diwan-e-Aam is a 40-pillared hall built by Emperor Shah Jahan in 1631 to 33. The Diwan-e-Aam is the most public and accessible part of the fort complex, and it is here that the emperor would address the public via the stone jharoka. Moti Masjid. The Moti Masjid was built during the reign of Jahangir. It is an understated small structure with a handsomely proportioned and graceful appearance, clad completely in marble. Worth noticing is the finely laid pietra dura work. It served as a private imperial mosque used only by the emperor and his close family and courtiers. Makatib Khana, Secretariat of the Fort. The word Makatib Khana means clerk's room or secretariat. The Makatib Khana was built during the reign of Jahangir. It is a square courtyard surrounded by hujras that are said to have been used by court record keepers, edict writers, and calligraphers. The royal kitchens. The imperial kitchens were constructed during the reign of Emperor Shah Jahan. When the Sikh came to power, the royal kitchens were converted into storerooms and stables. In 1849, the British converted the small quarters into interrogation cells and jails. The practice continued until the 1980s, when they were handed over to the Archaeology Department. The conservation of the royal kitchens have restored them to their former glory. Barood Khana. Barood Khana, or Arsenal Depot, was built in 1857 during the British era. The entire construction had been severely damaged over the decades. WCLA undertook the conservation of this monument, restoring it to its former glory. Alamgiri Gate. This gate, along with the Badshahi Mosque, was built in 1673 by Aurangzeb Alamgir.